You've got a friend at Lee's Marketplace.
Good morning. My name is John Spencer, and I'm the Food Service Director for Lee's Marketplace. And today we're going to talk about holidays. It's that time of the year with Thanksgiving coming up, as well as the cold and flu season. So I just wanted to put in a plug for our pharmacy department. In case you get a cold like I'm experiencing right now, they're full service. You can go in and shop them, and they'll take care of you. So let's get back to the turkey. So today we're going to talk about a couple of different ways on how to prepare a turkey that might make it just a little bit easier for you as you get ready for the big holiday. We're going to talk about two different methods today. One method is brining a turkey, and also we have a method of just preparing the turkey like you normally would with butter and herbs and baking it, putting it in a cooking bag. And I might mention too, there's a process called spatchcocking where you can cut the backbone out of the turkey. And a lot of folks use that technique as they're smoking turkeys on their smokers. We're not really going to go into that today. I just wanted to mention that. So what I have in front of me is kind of some items that would help you with brining a turkey. I like to use citrus when I brine. I like to use salt and pepper. And I also love tarragon. It's just a really good seasoning as you're brining. And then a cool item that came out is a brining bag. So typically you would put your turkey in a cooler or a large container and submerge it with water. Well, this brining bag makes it very simple. So you can make your brine formula with basically a gallon of water with your salt and pepper and your citrus and season it to taste. And then the turkey actually goes inside this bag and it's Ziplocs. And then you can place your turkey in your refrigerator. So it's quick and easy to brine a turkey using this method. I also like to use a little bit of sugar in my brine mixture while I'm doing a turkey. But this makes it very convenient, and that way you're not dealing with a cooler and worrying about if the turkey's at the right temperature as you're brining the bird. So I just wanted to go over that real quickly with you. So the next method that we're going to talk about is kind of just a traditional way of preparing a turkey. So you always want to thaw your turkey prior, and you want to do that safely. So instead of just taking it out at the last minute and set it on the countertop, you actually want to place your turkey in your refrigerator and try and thaw it that way in a pan that's going to capture the juices. But you really want to get your turkey defrosting 6 to 7 days before the big day or when you're going to actually use the turkey. We have an 8 to 10 pound turkey, excuse me, that was thawed out in a refrigerator for 7 days. And we're going to make a mixture of different fresh herbs and butter and a little bit of olive oil to season this bird. Also for the folks that like to stuff their birds, they definitely can do that, make their stuffing prior and stuff the turkey. You just have to plan on a longer cooking time when you actually stuff the bird. I personally like to do my stuffing separate from the bird itself, and then I know I get a nice uniform cooking and roast on the turkey itself. So what we have here is some fresh thyme, some fresh sage, and some fresh rosemary, as well as some fresh salt and pepper, butter, and olive oil. And what we're going to do is take and prepare some of these herbs and get these ready to put in our mixture to coat the bird. So you can use dry rosemary and sage and thyme, but I prefer to use fresh ingredients, especially with doing a turkey like this for the holidays. So we're just going to strip that fresh rosemary, and we're going to get a really fine chop on that. And then we're going to take our sage and again strip all the leaves off the stems. The other nice thing about using fresh ingredients like this is the odor that it puts off in your home as you're cooking the turkey for the day. I love the smell of fresh sage. Then we're going to take some fresh thyme this you can kind of just pull apart and separate. And the other thing with herbs is you can add as much as you want or as little as you want, just depending on the flavor. And then I like to take coarse sea salt. Be very liberal with that. And then we're going to take some fresh peppercorn. Now we have all of our seasoning ready to go. And then what I like to do is add a splash of olive oil to that. And that's just going to help it bind when you do prepare the turkey and put it on there. Give that a good mix. Okay, and then we're just going to set that to the side for a moment. But turkey's ready to go. So what I've done is melted butter, and the butter's ready to go. And what I like to do is, the first thing I do is, if you have an injector, you can just inject that breast. And you can see how that turkey puffs out. That's how I know I'm getting it soaked up into the inside of that. And the skin of the turkey is actually going to help hold that inside that breast. Okay, and it doesn't take a whole lot. You know, you can do 6 or 7 different locations on the turkey, and it'll just help with the moisture and gives that inside of the turkey a really nice flavor as it's starting to bake. Okay, from there, we're going to take just a larger mixing bowl, and I like to put my turkey inside that bowl, and I'm going to take quite a bit of the melted butter, and I'm just going to coat that outside of that entire turkey. And then you'll want to get some of the butter down inside the cavity. And this works as well with, if you've stuffed the bird, you can pre-stuff the bird and then get it basted with this melted butter. Now we're going to take our prepared herbs and we're going to rub those on the bird. And I like to put some up in the neck cavity. I like to put some of the herbs inside the cavity itself. And there you have it. Very simple. With all the herbs and the seasonings and the butter on there, it's going to cook up beautifully. And then there's a couple of ways that you can do this. Folks really like to put the turkey in a bag and seal it, and that really does help seal in the juices. Obviously, these turkeys have timers on them, and so that's going to help you with your cooking time. But when you put this in the oven, you want to cook a turkey. You know, I like to cook my turkeys about 225 to 250 degrees for quite a while and cook them long and slow. But you can just place the turkey in your favorite dish or a turkey pan, foil it and cook it that way. I do prefer using a turkey bag, and that seals in all those moistures. The other thing it does for you is it captures all the juices as the bird is cooking, and then you can use that for your gravy, turkey gravy. Makes a great base for that and gives your gravy a great flavor. So today, we're just going to take that and place that in the pan. And doing this method, we would foil it. If we put it in the bag, then of course we would put it in the bag and seal that up. And it's ready to go in the oven. And again, with the turkey, you follow the instructions on the bag itself. It'll tell you temperatures, it'll tell you how many hours to cook on the size of your particular bird, and it's a good gauge. One thing that I like to do while cooking a turkey is check it quite frequently to make sure it's cooking to my satisfaction, the oven's working, and those kinds of things.